But yeah, no, actually, it's funny getting back to the whole subject of you know how my story of the FC could have gone many other ways at the time. Again, I was already working. I was set on purchasing, you know, this car, this particular vehicle, the FC. I'd already found like the listing, the seller, the money I had set aside already from working, um, and it would have been a car to call my own. And it's actually a weird full circle story where I think that was around the first STI, the first year the STI came to the U.S. and a neighbor across the street had it. He had just bought a red one, um, brought it home, and then oh no, thanks for the slingshot. But I remember just having a conversation with my mom. At that time, I was like, "Oh, this is what kind of car I want to get, this and that." And she had seen the car across the street, and she's like, "Oh, what kind of car is that?" And I told her it was a Subaru, all-wheel drive. She's like, "Is that kind of like a sports car?" I'm like, "It's kind of their fast version." And she was like, she asked me if I wanted it. At that time, I was like, "Well, I guess I always had this mindset of being more frugal than anything else." I was like, "You know what? If I got that car, that would have cost X amount of money, and it would have been X amount of payments for X amount of years plus insurance, or I could just get this car outright, and just call it a day." And we had a back and forth about it, and she eventually just agreed it was going to be my car, and that's how I got in my FC essentially. You know, come X amount of years later, and I end up buying a Subaru for fuck knows why. But actually, I do know why. 'Cause I go snowboarding a lot in the wintertime, and I was like, you know what? I want something four-door for a change. All-wheel drive, just so I wouldn't have a problem in huge snowstorms. I've brought my other previous vehicles and stuffed a two-door with like 8 people in the back with snowboard gear. It's insane, like the shit that I do and have done. But I wanted something a little bit more with utility, and it was funny. But we'll get into that story a little bit later as well, once we get to that junction in the race. But for now, we're daily driving our Corolla and night or weekend cruising the RX-7, and that's it. Essentially how I did it for, I think, the 3 years I had it. I probably only put 5,000 miles in it. 5,000 very enjoyable miles, to be quite honest. So I miss her like a lost brother, but one day she'll be back. She will be back, and I'll be in her having fun. Oh no. Yeah, if you can hear all that noise going on in the background, I do apologize. They're doing some sort of work outside my building. And as great as the weather is today, it's windows open weather. I can't because it's fucking noisy. And I'm trying to entertain you guys with boring banter and really bad driving. All right, before the turn, sweet. Oh man, do you think we can go for one more? Let's chase down that one guy. Okay, come on. Outer loop the outer loop is definitely filled with turbo cars, and I'm at a disadvantage being NA, but I'm using the rain to my advantage, and that's why I chose this particular car in my strategy. It's my miner. Again, it's going to be mining. Alright, cool. Good to grow. Let's see if we could chase that next guy up ahead. And probably call it a rainy night after that. Slowly picking them off in the outer loop. Oh, great. Give them some distance. Try to set myself. This is what I try to do, is just that, setting yourself up so that you're not always behind them when you race. But sometimes it works, sometimes you just kind of assed out. High speed Blue Thunder. Oh, that means he's probably got a killer top and oh, nice. And he's probably gonna come back with a vengeance. Max Racing is his crew or sticker. Yeah, it's his crew sticker. So. Oh yeah. Don't press too hard on the D-pad or the D-stick. D-stick. You might just honk the horn. Oh, there you go. Can we chase the guy ahead of us? It's like that. It's one more time. It's never just gonna be one more time. One last time. Oh, this is gonna be a long run. Let's go. Move, you fucking bitch. Yeah, I did have to race 30 there. So what? Oh, okay. Okay. Return we go. Okay, so we're going to spend all of our money. This is kind of it's funny because it kind of reflects on a lot of the FC owners or just RX-7 owners in general. It's a money pit. Look how much money I have left. Coming from where? Excuse me. But he is spec'd out. She is spec'd out. And then, you know, flash screen, because I'm going to change your settings real quick. FC to the outer loop. I choose you. All right. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's see who our first opponent is. This guy. I don't know who this guy is. High speed white blade. Oh, didn't we do like the blue blade earlier or whatever his name was? Blue balls, high speed blue balls. We raced against high speed blue balls earlier. Didn't change his brake bias. Okay, I guess I'll stick with this one. That seems good and balanced. Alright. One down for the FC. And guess what? I'm still on... That seems like stock boost. About 7 PSI.